The hungry, hungry ogre. What was it with the perverted evil in those ships, anyway? Why did it always destroy them instead of saving them for another day? As may be, the legendary evil's army once again stood on the coast, wanting to set sail. But this time for the not-quite-so-free cities. But, as I said, it needed a ship to do so. Fortunately, the harbour town of Lotsawinter was not far off, and luckily there was an ally in the area. The gruesome evil's army once again stood on the coast of the Western Kingdoms. There, off the coast, lay the not-quite-so-free cities, a place of indecent wealth. In the planned march on the capital, there was no way these cities could be left standing, as otherwise they would attack the tactical evil from behind. To get there, it needed a ship. Again, we've been here before. Since the capable evil's creatures were still incapable of producing anything that floated, they had to borrow them from the natives. Nearby lay the harbour town of Lotsawinter, home to many famous heroes and a famous seafaring town. Unfortunately, Lotsawinter was extremely well guarded and a meeting place for extremely experienced, not to say high-level heroes. The prepared-to-make sacrifices evil's miserable creatures wouldn't stand a chance here.
Then why are we here? That doesn't make any sense.
Easy there. However, a mighty creature was camped nearby, an ogre. Its fighting prowess would allow it to meet Lotsawinter's defenders head-on. But first of all, the creature had to be persuaded to join the forces of evil.
No problem. I'll just promise him a beating if he doesn't get a move on.
Interesting idea, but I did just say that he's really powerful, didn't I? He'd mop the floor with everything we could muster against him.
Well, let's have a look at him first, then. Talk first, fight later.
A new room has been discovered in the dungeon. The bustling evil had discovered a room in the underground. Lots of Winter's heroes were somewhat underemployed and always on the lookout for treasures and problems. Accordingly, the not-so-secret evil's creatures were soon spotted, and a group of adventurers immediately set out to beat the stuffing out of these walking experience points.
Yeah, just let them come. Tear their heads off, bite their fingernails.
Payday!
Command me.
There are enemies in your dungeon. Your little snods have dug out a room. Useless knowledge about ogres for 200 points. An ogre once took second place in an intelligence contest. Although he was actually the only contestant, he ended up losing out to a fly that randomly flew into the room.
I am the Queen of Evil. God, hey! Evil is unstoppable!
spider nest has been unearthed.
I knew you'd need me.
The having a look around evil's army had reached the ogre.
Hey, I am OGRE.
Obviously, this creature wouldn't be winning any intelligence contests.
Me happy help you. Moshing heroes fun. But me little thirsty. Before me start, should drink something.
Of course, it couldn't be that easy. A large quantity of beer would first have to be delivered to the ogre in order to convince him to help out. With a groan, the brewmaster evil set to work.
Okay, you nasty little creatures, you heard the word. Time to brew some beer. Move! Hit those brewing kettles. I want to smell barley instead of mold down here. Okay, ogre, we brought you your beer. Now it's time. Wait a minute, where did the beer go? Did you already? And hey, where the hell do you think you're going? Stay where you are. We have a city to attack.
Beer make ogre hungry. Ogre get quick snack.
The ogre greedily staggered towards a small nearby farm. The sheep could be heard bleating happily, which quickly turned into a panicked bleating as the sheep saw the ogre approach.
Ouch!
Yummy, tasty sheep.
The ogre decimated the sheep instead of attacking Lotsawinter. It was obvious that Talia was unable to get this beast under control, much to the impatient evil's displeasure.
What? Why is it now my problem when that stupid meatbag gets distracted by a couple of sheep?
Well, I'm just the narrator, not the General of Evil. Anyway, there was a repulsively good town very close by, which could perhaps be brought closer to evil in the meantime.
Fine, let's take care of it. Get out of there, twist their arms, smear finger paint in their eyes.
Ogre now, fool.
Wow! How many did you eat there, greedy guts?
Well, 1 sheep, 2 sheep, 3 sheep, 4.
Oh, crap.
And now he's taking a nap. My goodness, my grandchildren will be doing the narration by the time he attacks the town. Anyway, seeing as how ogres were hardcore alcoholics, one could assume that 1 or 2 or 20 or so beers would wake him up. With a heartfelt groan, the beer-brewing evil went back to work. The brewing evil had produced a huge number of barrels of beer, enough to keep several orcs busy for days. Hopefully, it was enough for one for the road for the ogre. Enemies have entered the dungeon. It's payday.
Lead me to the battle!
The absolute evil's little snots had dug out a new room. The ogre's big, wide, bulging eyes brimmed with tears because he still hadn't got any beer. And even though the hoarding evil had already produced enough of it, come on, give him the stuff already. There are enemies in your dungeon.
Comes from above. Command me.